Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we're talking about this product by Tatcha. It's the Pearl. Should be no surprise that I purchased this because if you watch my channel, I love Tatcha and their products perform really well. The most exciting part about this though is that it said it reduces the look of dark circles and wrinkles instantly and over time. I figure if you're wearing something on your skin for the entire day, then if you can act on it while you're wearing it, that is like a bonus. So I think if you could really focus in on that area and make it appear as though you've got tons of sleep and had lots of water. It's kind of interesting because today when I tried it on for you, you'll see in a moment, comes after a weekend of going out to dinner a lot. My parents were here for Mother's Day. I was so happy to see them, but we went out and we ate a lot of food I don't normally eat that had lots of salt in it. So I did get bags under my eyes, and I also have some redness. I've got allergies right now. My eyes are actually red. I can't even take out the redness with eye drops right now. And then I've got some puffiness under here. I don't typically have eye issues, but today I do. So it'll show you the contrast between not having something like this on versus using it. So if you'd like to see the try on and find out my final thoughts, please keep watching. Right now I do have foundation concealer on and just a little bit of the Chantecaille bronzer. It's a liquid bronzer, and eye makeup of course, eyebrows. I think that's it, no powder yet. I did leave this area clear of anything except I did moisturize before with the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Eye Cream. Here is the product. It does give you directions to twist it open, which is good because I had a little bit of trouble actually opening this up initially, but it's pretty generous in terms of the size that you need for daily application. So it'll last quite a while, and I've just been taking a bit out of the cap for now. And it says to take a right size amount. So I'm just gonna take this much right now on my finger, and this will be more than enough for one eye. So I'm gonna take that and I'm just going to dot it in this area. As you can see, yeah, I'm gonna put the extra over on this side. And I do tend to keep it in this area more than the end because I do get a bit of creasing here. So I'm just gonna tap it in. I'm going to take the rest on the other side. So you can see it does illuminate really nicely. And it brightens that area. And I tend to focus it on just this part rather than all the way up. I'll diffuse it into the areas around that, but I try to emphasize just this part right here. I try not to go too far up, and I'll take care of that with a little bit of concealer. So on a no makeup day, I love this just like this. And I also will not powder this because what can happen is, I don't know if it's powder I'm using, but it'll grab onto it because it's so hydrating, and then it'll be a little bit patchy and uneven in terms of the finish of the powder, so I avoid powdering this when I just wear it alone. Let me know if you've tried this and you found a way for the powder to work well with it, but so far I haven't. I've just skipped it and it seems to be just fine. I know I'm not completely sold on this concealer yet, but it is a Clé de Peau Broad Spectrum SPF 25 in Honey, and I take this on my Ray Morris concealer brush. And these two work well together. So if you want to conceal on top of this, like I'm going to do, this is a great one. And I think they actually make each other better, if that makes sense. I like the luminosity underneath with the Tatcha product, but I like the SPF first of all, and then the color match is a little bit better for me with the Honey. The Tatcha is a bit light. Again, I just emphasize that darker area right there. Then I just take the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Biscuit, and I just apply it right here on each end, because if it's too light, I notice it kind of stands out. Then I'll just take a beauty blender and blend that all together. I'll just finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Let's quickly go over those claims. The light refracting pearl pigments. I think you could see upon application how it refracted the light really beautifully. Now the other parts about addressing dark circles and fine lines by supporting natural collagen production and inhibiting hyperpigmentation is going to be a time thing, because that's not instant, so the more I use it, I'll be able to see. Again, I don't have as many issues as some people might with the pigmentation and dark circles, but for me, I'm really looking for it to kind of just hydrate that area and illuminate. Silk powder smooths the look of fine lines and imperfections, and like I said, I didn't put it here because in my experience it did collect a bit here, but any imperfections I had here, because the light was refracted, you can see any imperfections as much as you would before the product was applied. Anti-aging hydration. Yes, it definitely feels nourished and hydrated, and sometimes when I feel tired, that's where I feel it feels dry under my eyes, and that did something to make it a little bit more plump and a little bit more hydrated. The eye cream I use is very hydrating to begin with, but that is just a really nice extra layer. I love it under my concealer because my concealer alone wasn't doing the trick, and with this product under it, it seems to perform much better. I was trying the Clé de Peau concealer alone, just on top of my moisturizer, but there was some creasing there. But I noticed with the Tatcha product, I didn't have the same issue. It actually lays pretty flat for the rest of the day, so I think that enhances the performance of my concealer, so I really like that about it too. The only opportunity for improvement that I have for this product is the range of color. Now there is a lighter color and a deeper color, and I think the deeper color would be too deep for me, so somewhere in between. I don't know if you found that your color is difficult to find, but if there was one right in between for me, so I'm guessing if I think that, there might be some other people out there who might think that, but that is the only thing that I have to say about that. Color range could be greater, but I love the way it performed. I love using it every day. I do use it, like I've said, with a makeup look, and I don't set it with powder. When I do use concealer, it works beautifully with powder. So if you learned something from this video, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Claims, quickly go over the claims. The light refracting